Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ireland Esports Collegiate Series. We are powered by Native, sponsored by Dogpatch Labs, Monster Energy, Re-Raw, and GG Machines. I am Kurt, and with me today is once again Aura Blanco, just alongside me. So, how you doing? I don't know if I look the right way.
No, wrong way, Kurt, but I'm looking the other way as well, so we're kind of facing opposite each other every time, but I'm doing good. We're back in straight into the playoffs now. So out of group stages, and this is where we start the single elimination of the teams. So today's
no, just straight to it.
matches for a few teams, and kind of the knockout stages started here.
Yeah, no, this is where things get that bit more serious. On stream, we are going to have the Trinity Quacks versus UCC Netsoc Rebels for this quarterfinal. And you might know the Trinity Quacks. I believe most of the team, or basically all the team, is going to be exactly the same as the team we had as the second place position team from last semester, last series. So they're looking to get it back. They're looking to bring it back to the finals, especially with UU not in the picture anymore. They're going to try to be the ones to snatch the crown and get themselves up along with some of the other names like QUB that have been able to hold it and keep it. So UCC, we saw them last week, and we want to see can they try to keep up and get it going against them now.
Yeah, no, I think UCC have a very good fighting chance. They've shown that they can fight very well and that they can hold their ground. I think they just have to push it a little bit further this week and just get those two maps won, so they can stay in and get into at least the semifinals, hopefully.
Yeah, and with it being the quarterfinals, we have a little bit of a change because it does mean we are going to be switching over to best of threes now. You know, you have to win. There's no chance of a tie. There's no need for that. So we are going to see the first pick come in from the Trinity Quacks to be Mirage, with UCC picking the CT side start on, and then UCC are going to pick Ancient with Trinity on the CT side. And to finish us off, we are going to be on Vertigo. So we have seen the UCC squad. We saw them play Vertigo last week. So I'm excited to see what they can bring now.
Yeah, no, I know UCC have good knowledge of all three maps. They have setups, but hopefully it's enough to hold down Trinity a bit. But we'll see soon enough how well they hold up against each other, and hoping for a really good match here.
Yeah, and another thing to note is if anyone remembers the final from last semester, it was ending on a UU versus Trinity Vertigo overtime, I believe. So it is, they got a bit of a memory towards that, almost taking it over them, almost bringing it over the line versus who did become the champions, but not quite making it there. So if we do get to the map 3, if we do get to that position, it could be an element of pressure you see the Trinity guys fall onto.
Yeah, no, if one of the teams doesn't finish it off in the two maps, then there's always that factor of, being scared a bit, because now it's all down to this one map, and it's not like you have a lead anymore. It's even again, and now it's like a best of one. This is the only map that counts.
Yeah, exactly. It changes the dynamic kind of completely here. And I just want to note, while we're here, we do have Trinity versus UCC playing right now, but in our 3 other quarterfinals, we will be having the Setu show match of Setu CSGO versus the Setu Vikings. So I assume you'll keep an eye on that one as well in your own look. I know knowing a lot about both those guys. And then as well with that, we will have the ULB Sports against QUB Whiffers. And finally, it is UCD Leviathans versus the UG Griffins. So all those will be playing alongside this, but this is the game we will be watching on stream tonight.
Yeah, and if UCC get through the Trinity defense and get further in, they at least have a fighting chance of in the semifinals, and then 3rd or 4th if they get through that as well, because they will actually. If Trinity win, if I am correct in saying this from what I checked in the brackets, if they win against Trinity and UCD win their match today, then there's going to be a fight against UCC and UCD again. So that might be interesting as well.
Yeah, there's lots of different kind of situations we could come up against, but a lot of different exciting ones that could come up. So there is a nice bit of that just to keep an eye on, see what teams are going to be facing who's further on down the line. But I think we are soon enough to get all these players in, so I think we should linger here for a moment just to keep up with them. But I'm excited. To start us off, we are going to be going on to the simple yet effective Mirage. We all know it. I think we always talk about it. It's the Puggy map. It's the one where hit your shots. You know, everyone knows the basic smokes. Everyone knows anything. So it's really who can have a more elevated approach, who can bring out a strong aim to take all these sites, and B, who actually has, you know, a bit more better of a mid round. Because I find that, especially in CS2, mid rounds are very much where everything gets decided.
Yeah, no, the change in the rounds and the economy is a very big difference for that. You lose like we've seen before, you lose 2-3 rounds and then you have to eco twice to get the economy back up to sustain you for the next 2 rounds. So I think it's very tough to kind of hold your weapons. It's even safer now just saving than actually the old meta where it would be more profitable to die and then just buy a weapon next round. But here it's more tailored towards the saving factor.
Yeah, definitely. Like the economy, I know that people are still wondering if, you know, Valve, are they going to change up some of the economy? Because right now it is such just an extreme level of you either have money or you have to eco for like 4 rounds in a row. It feels like it never feels like you have enough money, or it feels like you have 10k in the bank. So
yeah, there's kind of no in between.
Exactly. So excited to see it, and I think we're waiting to just get one more player, and that's why I'm a little bit. And so, you know, you're waiting for the last guy to join the server. Always got to be one, but yeah, I'll just, yeah. I think from last week there was some big performance. I think we saw, especially from M4 Kai's. Both of them showed up really strong, especially on the Vertigo we saw.
Yeah, no, very, very strong plays from them and hitting their shots really well as well. And this time we don't actually have Fnatic. He has been switched out. He couldn't play this week, so I know there's that change. And we have Chad instead of Fnatic this week, so a little bit of a change. We'll see how that works out for them.
Yeah, and we are going to have all the players in. So just after a quick little couple of resets, we will be able to send it in here to see how the pistol is going to go. And with seeing that, we are going to have to see if the CTs can start us off with a bang, or if the Ts can get us going, because we are going to have the UCC players starting on that CT side. And we are going to get into it now. We're going to see exactly what these two teams can do, what they are going to bring to the table.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a... This looks like an A execute to me. 4 players in mid, 1 going Palace with the bomb, just to sit close, and we'll see how they're going to try to do that. M4 is going to check mid, but doesn't see anything yet.
Yeah, I find there's a lot of strats, especially now as they break out, where you want to just get the plant. The plant feels more important than the round for the Ts half the time. But it is going to start off opening it up for the side of Trinity, but breaking out with 1 and nearly a second in the jungle position. They are going to break through as Trinity get 2 kills, so it's 2 for 2 now. Yeah, bringing it back though is Chad.
Yeah, 3v2 now, and both those players stuck on A. Chad taking out another one, and now 2v1. That last player position known, so they know to play off each other here. Kai trying to take the space and spotted that player, and now Chad getting pushed here, getting one tapped, and back to a 1v1. Molly down, and bomb will be faked. Now will Dwarf expect this play from Kai?
Yeah, he's gonna move around here. Oh, on top of the stairs, drops Doesn't hit any of the shots here, so the plant is still going to go through. It's still 30 seconds though, so it could be a lot of back and forth here. A bounced off flash, not going to hit anything, but they're just going to play ring around the rosy here. Kai's could get the shot off here from triple and does get around. Warflord does not expect him to be able to be around there at that point, so really well played there. UCC looked like they were in a lot more control early though. Still though, they get the round, they don't let the plant go through, which is almost just as important given how the economy goes for the T's. So a sigh of relief now for the UCC side.
Yeah, that should give him a head start with hopefully 2 rounds, if not a lot of kills get taken by the T's here. And if the bomb plant, if they stop the bomb going down again, then that just gives another big dent into the economy. But how do I say this? Genial?
I think it's genial. That's kind of
genial, yeah.
Fleming and I, we kind of decided on genial last semester, so we're gonna stick with that until they tell us to stop. So, but that is a really nice shot to open up. Breaks open the mid a little bit as well. Forces both the sites to weaken up a little bit, or they lose mid control, and it is just going to be them able to make up a bit of mid here. Trinity. Kai's in a great position though with an MP9, able to make some money, get a kill, maybe get a second one, but actually is taken out. Genial. And I believe it's Meme Beam. It's always an awkward one, but they get another kill, so it's already a 2 versus 4. The plant is going to try to go down. Chad gets the shots off, but not before the plant goes in. So that
not
is
enough
huge.
time, and now through the box headshot, but there's 3 players shooting at him. Not a lot of places he could go there, and now M4 MP9 in hand, but 3 players. One just not enough space here for him, and now hit down to 17 HP. One player going behind, but that won't even matter. He's just gonna get taken out by that M4 on Genial.
Yeah, they make the eco work so well. Open it up initially, and it felt like they had such great control there. When they're able to gain mid Trinity, it just opened up so much. And when they tried to fight back, UCC got knocked out with either the MP9 recovered or those deagles. So that is in some ways even worse than losing the pistol, because now you don't even get the 1900 blast bonus.
Yeah, no money on the UCC side, and 2 AKs, 1 M4 and 2 MP9s picked up as well. On that Trinity side, just gonna take these pistols out very quickly unless UCC get to stack up and just hit those headshots. It's gonna be the only savior for them. And now only M4 and Kai left here. 3 players taken out by those AKs, and now M4 and Kai falling to Asphyxia's MP9, and that's going to be a flawless round for Trinity.
Yeah, that's going to be so good for them to build up the economy. A few MP9 kills to build it up, and they don't have to rebuy anything. Just makes it so much easier. Just those nades have to come back. And UCC, once again, they just don't have the loss bonus. Even with a full eco, everything, they don't have enough to purchase up. They do go for a small little bit of a buy with Chad having an MP9 in hand, maybe trying to play up a close angle and try to get something going. But other than that, it is just going to be a difficult one. Smoke is going to be whiffed. Genial has to throw another one, so might be a little bit of a fumble, but B is going to be where they try to go. Kai's taken out straight away. That MP9 is going to be up for a challenge.
1 player taken down, and now that MP9 damaging the player down to very low HP, but just not being able to connect that last shot. And now headshot from Durkus, but it's only a USP, not a deagle, sadly. But Asphyxia taken out by respawn damage. He was a bit damaged up, so that 1 deagle shot is enough to take him out. And now 3 players left, but that AK will take out. There's just no challenge against that eagle.
No, just completely outclasses it in that situation. But simplifying it down, they know they're still against a very weak economy, so going for that B rush, going just for a few smokes in there and trying to take it out. They are going to upgrade, going to buy up this op. Genial. Looks like they're trekking their way to mid or B here, trying to get a pick off here. And we do see that Durkis is going to have an op of their own. So if they're going to go for the mid peak, it has to be a quick one, and they're just going to actually go for the jump across. They don't get the kill though. Anime Women aren't real, gets one onto respawn in the connector, but the op at least survives.
And M4 taking out Anime Women aren't real, and Asphyxia was actually damaged by one of the teammates. Or sorry, Asphyxia I think damaged one of his teammates to 37 HP at the very start of the round, so he is kind of helping the UCC side, but now Asphyxia taking out M4 in short, but Chad there to trade him out, and now A is left open, both players on B, so this bomb plant will be free for Trinity, and now UCC have to regroup and try to take out those players. Flash comes in, but Kai sees him just in time, being able to take him out now, and will he be able to take the last player? He is, and second round goes to UCC, being able to bring that back into their favor as well.
Yeah, Kai's really lucky there because even though they got flashed, that op only has about 15 HP, so all it takes is one stray bullet hitting Genial to take them out. Very good, able to take that. Only with 2 surviving, they should be able to get out of buy, but it is still going to be difficult here. The T's only a little bit of a setback. They're able to rebuy everything, the op, and still have a little bit in the bank. But UCC, they stop the bleeding, they stop the loss from catching up to them. And they're only 1 round away now, so it can feel a lot stronger here, but once you get a win off, once you get a little bit of hope back, it feels a lot easier.
Yeah, no, it's important to keep those rounds coming back, not to just, you know, lose a lot in a row, because that's going to be tough in the end. But M4 taking out Genial here in mid as well with that M4, not even the op, just the M4 headshot will be enough. And now it looks like it's going to be an A execute and a connector push. Those 2 players close up will respawn, expect this. 1 player already in sandwich, 1 in ramp. Ramp player taken out, and now sandwich player peeks out, but Durkis is there to trade out, respawn, and third round up to a draw. UCC bringing it back here.
Yeah, they even it up, and I really like what UCC kind of pulled out there. They had 2 players on short, so the first one peeks out, he gets shot by the chair op, you know, easy shot for them, but they don't expect M4 to be second there, so the op gets caught off guard, and then he wins out against the bench player, getting a nice double and just making the round set in stone basically, and giving themselves a really nice position here. They saved that second op as well, so now they have 2 on the board. It might be cumbersome, but maybe if they can hit some shots, and that's how you started off, with M4 getting the first one.
No, I don't know about the double op setup, but it might work for them. We'll see, because as we've seen from other teams, it hasn't always worked out. But hopefully it does for them. There is a man advantage for the UCC side, so strong from them there. And now these 2 players coming into A, but Dirk is missing 2 shots in a row. And now the fight between Asphyxia and Chad. 2 players here up close on him, but he gets the headshot down at 11 HP onto Kai, and now it's brought down to a 4 versus 2.
Yeah, that's not even where the round's going on. That's the lurk going off there, but still able to deal a huge amount of damage on one and kill the other here. Alone is M4, gets 1 actually to start off. Looks like they could have hit the second, but that flash should really set it in stone. M4 trying to stay alive, trying to not get caught off, but between a rock and a hard place gets shot down. Able to get it back, the Trinity Quacks. Get themselves up to 4. There is going to be a timeout call from the UCC, which I like coming out of this. They have such an awkward set of money here with 3 people being on 5k, 2 on about 1500-ish. So they could go for something here. They have enough for an op if they wanted to try to get that back in play, if they wanted to try something here, but it's probably just going to have to be that safe to try to keep them afloat and not let the Trinity side to get something going.
Yeah, no, I think they're not under pressure in terms of rounds. As we see, it's only a 1 round difference, so it's not like, you know, they're scared to eco this just to keep the economy going for the next few rounds. So I think it is a good kind of choice from them to go for those pistols, get a few kills, kind of kick the economy for Trinity, and just get themselves set up for the next 2, maybe 3 rounds even.
Yeah, and they're gonna start it off with a bang. Turkitis, I think that was peeking out through ramp, takes the kill. The AWP brought out, just head removed there. So they already have a player advantage here. Still just pistols though. There's no way to recover that AWP, but he is gonna push up and try to take it. So
could be knife comes in from M4 as well in the smoke. What
everything is just working out right now. That nade! There was a nade on B. Kai's runs into it, takes the kill. Chad going to be trapped alone on the B pillar. M4 though recovered. AK gets a kill. That bomb is going to be able to run back now. But they've recovered 2 rifles. Or they've recovered a rifle and an AWP here, which could be really strong. But they look at this push. They have a player in the murder hole in jungle here. But now that it's been figured out and now that they still have the AWP in hand, means the A side is going to be a bit stronger. So it's just a question of what they want to do in this mid round right now.
Turkitis not being able to take that shot. That player was on ramp was too quick. And now Genial gets the headshot, and now Mimi. I'm gonna call them because Mimi BM, I guess.
Yeah, it's a...
yeah, they're trying something here and hit down to 6 HP now. It's not looking good for them. 1 bullet is all it takes to take him out. And now they're coming up connector, but Respawn does not check it. And now 1v1 M4 setup and headshot to finish it out as well. Bringing it back. Great eco from the UCC side to bring it back to that draw again in the rounds.
Yeah, pistols are just on top right now. They take 1 for the Trinity side. They're able to get a round out with theirs. And now UCC bounce back with one of their own. So really good from them. Going back to the double op setup as well. They recovered a few weapons. Or they're contemplating it, it looks like. The cell mechanic is... even though it's been here for like a year now, always easy to forget that you don't have... that you can sell up. But they do get the double op going. A is going to be the target though for the Trinity side. They're setting up slowly. Might just be a simple A execute. You know, sometimes the best thing you can do is not overcomplicate it. Just throw down jungle stairs, CT smoke, and try to get something here. But it is just
looks like it is working out. Turkitis and M4 both getting a kill there with the op, bringing it down to a 4 versus 2. And now this player needs to cross, but M4 caught out, and both ops fall at the exact same time as well. And now 2v2, 1 player in connector, 1 player in jungle, and now the flick works out and 2 headshots come in. Trinity bring it back from a 4 versus 2.
Yeah, those shots they hit are really good. They're able to beat out the ops, not give them a position where they can take the kills back. So just back and forth right now. UCC once again are probably looking at pistols here, and if they can get a similar thing going, but it was a bit of luck in that in some of the openings. So still though, keeping it close, not letting them run away is really important here. There is going to be a Nova in play now though, so maybe you walk a bit too deep into one part of the map, you get taken out maybe.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna take mid control again, and those Deagles not being able to do a lot through that smoke against those AKs. And now Diop will take out M4 on stairs, and it just looks like they're flooding in 1 player on default. Being able to respawn, being able to get 1, but taken out, traded out by Mimi. And now that player setup in short, just not expected from UCC.
Yep, just taking mid control and just expanding out and not letting UCC to have control of anywhere here. Short window con, everything gets taken over, and now it's just Chad alone. A USP in hand, and their head taken away. Anime women aren't real. A name, you know, it's quite a name. I think that's the best way I can put it. But pull the trigger, get Trinity. They get them up to the 6 rounds. So an opportunity to try to take the lead no matter what in this half. As UCC, they scramble together and are going to go for at least a buy, it looks like. They are in a position to get most of their weapons still in play, but it's not going to look pretty.
Yeah, it looks like 3 M4s, a scout, and a FAMAS. Only 2 players bought armor as well. Just not enough in the economy for that.
I think it is a bit of a visual glitch. I think it's a CS2 HUD moment.
Could be as
I
well,
think,
yeah.
I think it's if you don't buy a helmet, the game doesn't think you have armor on the HUD.
Yeah. Could be that as well, and it just 2 players taking out Kai as well now, and just the Trinity players just pushing through, opening up A side as well, just taking out 4 players, and now it's all down to Chad with that M4 being able to take out 1 player, but it looks like a save for him for that AK.
Yeah, just gonna pull away into the apartment, stick back, and try to get something here. There's still so much time on the clock as well, so saving is gonna take them a while because the bomb hasn't even been planted yet. They're just running their way through T-spawn. Gonna get that in. So it's gonna be so long for them to have to survive the 40-second timer with just an M4. They did upgrade it to an AK, so, you know, a little bit better. If they can stay alive, this would be the only saving grace going into the final round of the half, because they spent all their money, they spent every single cent they could, and they're only on a 2,400 loss bonus. So they're gonna have a scuffed buy no matter what next round.
Yeah, the worst thing would be if he does get taken out and that AK is not being able to get recovered for those CTs, because as we know, the one-tap machine, in some hands anyway, one-tap headshot no matter the distance, and it's just crucial for that to be able to be played by the CTs, because the M4s long distance have nothing against the AKs really, and Chad nearly getting caught there by that player could have been very bad for them.
Yeah, is going to be able to buy up a few nades, maybe get something for someone. They have enough to maybe drop off even a scout or something if they think to do it, but for now, just going to buy up.
Yeah, looks like only that 1 AK, and then going for 1 Nova, 2 MP9s, and I was going to say a Deagle, but Respawn taken straight out by that op. And now Flash comes in, but not great for the player in Palace, but as I say, that M4 takes out the op and the AK on ramp, and now 2 weapons being able to get recovered. But there is still that 1 player on stairs that went through connector. And are they aware of that is the question.
They're sticking around in ramp though, so it's not going to be too costly. They get 1. Getting 1 and done there is actually really strong there. Chad though needs to get that kill and loses out the gunfight. It's the Nova, the candy apple Nova is the only thing they have left in play here. Someone pushing up a bit too close here could be a kill for them, but not enough damage. 11 HP remaining on Anime Women Aren't Real as they get that kill, get 8 rounds for Trinity, and set themselves up for success. It is their map pick in this best of 3, so they do want to set the tone and get themselves a fight, just a 2-0 victory as best they can here.
Yeah, just a little too far. If it was a tiny bit closer, Kai gets that kill. And that round looks much more promising for them because he did get the first shot off. So it was really close on that end, and it could have been a 7-5 round points, but it looks like UCC will be fully executing B. No player in mid, no control there. It's just going to be a good old B execute.
Simple. You see it on your pugs. You see contact B. You make your first contact, then you start sprinting out. You're gonna try to get some kills here. Kai is gonna open it up as well. Mimi gets taken out asphyxia as well by Respawn and just keeps pushing through into the market position. Gets a second, gets a third. The P250 making itself known, and he gets a 4th as well just to top it all off. The entire team's firing at Anime Women Aren't Real, but it's the Respawn P250. Makes you know 900 profit off of that single pistol.
Yeah, and a flawless pistol round for UCC as well. Just making it work with that P250, those Glocks, just that push. As we said, plain and simple, push in, kill everyone, and get the plant down. And that's what they did, and it worked out for them.
Yeah, now just gonna try to overwhelm these pistols. We do know that they're strong on them, Trinity, but they're not gonna get an opening at the very least. Losing out on 3 players straight away. The stairs isn't
Not
checked
checking
though.
that. But Kai
Yeah,
is there.
a little.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Kai
a little
is-
bit reckless on those.
yeah. No, Kai's there to trade it out, and now that one Asphyxia waiting with that Zeus to get a kill, hopefully, and gets it. But Kai is there running all the way through jungle to CT spawn to shoot him in the back.
It is important though that that kill actually changes a lot because no one was in a position to recover the AKs that were bought. I think it was only 1 or 2, but they don't get anything. They only have Galils and Mac 10s to save. So, you know, it might not matter in the whole plot of things, but at the very least, you are denting an economy that needs to stay strong if they want to keep fighting here. They are lowering the deficit, but win 1 round and you can start to extend your lead, Trinity. And a push under is going to start off the flash. Gonna catch Kai, but not the bullets.
The grenade, very good damage from that nade, and Kai down to 54 HP. Bullet's not doing any damage, but now he's only half HP. So just a little bit less needs to be done by Trinity to get that man advantage. And they do have the info that that player is still under. So there is a little bit of info there to be able to take out that player. And now Kai not being able to take Genial out, but M4 is there to assist him, and M4 with another one now. So it's looking like a 4v3, and Respawn working for it as well, but A side wasn't checked, and now M4 with a third as well. 3v1, and the last player, I don't think the position is known, but they will just have to reinforce the side, and looks like Durkus might be checking ladder room. But he also might get caught off guard here by Asphyxia.
Looks like Asphyxia is just waiting it out though, not trying to go for anything. They don't have a kit. They do have an M4 to save, so that could be valuable. And the longer they don't move, the less opportunity they're going to have to get the round. So they are just going to wait it out. I respect just the stone cold wait here, and no one goes through jungle, no one tries to check window. So they're going to be able to save a weapon here. Still though, 1 round deficit here. The 8-4 gets squished down, and now the economy isn't great. They save an M4, but it's still 3k for everyone on the board.
Yeah, all that's going to give them is really pistols, unless they do try to force up. But I don't think it's a great idea, as we've seen from the previous half. You do have to get that 2 pistol ecos really if they don't win the first one to get that money up on that CT side.
Yeah, and the T's are gonna just go it simple once again. 5 players go through a couple pallets, a couple ramp, take your entries, and just outgun them here. But they're starting to not get these fights cleanly, starting to take damage, and that's when this M4 can come and clean up some of the damage. So 2 versus 2 now. This should have been a clean round. This should have been everything they wanted. They get a plant, but an M4 and a Deagle could be their undoing, and it is going to be it. The Asphyxia M4 clinches a lot, but the pistols, the Deagles, hit the heads and do so much. They get them the 9-7, and a little bit overzealous. Oh, UCC kind of throw around a bit away. It's a very much reckless round, not doing their due diligence with smokes or flashes, just going straight dry against these weaponry.
Yeah, they pushed through. They got into ramp, and then they pushed out into sandwich. But pushing past sandwich is not good with just dry peeking, as you know probably from playing yourself, or as we've seen from that round. No flash there, and those players that can be bunched up from connector in jungle can just take you straight out, and that's what happened. Trinity held those positions and just took the heads off the UCC side.
Yeah, so the economy wasn't great, but because that was just pistols and a saved M4, they're going to be fine here. It's still going to cost them to upgrade, but at the very least, it gives them a good buy. They were able to get a lot of nades here, get some good weaponry, and set themselves up for this round. So they're trying to take back this half. They didn't lose the lead, but they were coming close, and a little bit of sweat dripping down probably. This time, though, it is going to be an exec once again, but this time, they are going to use the util. That molly doesn't spread quite right. So Dwarfwood gets 1 for their trouble, but that's all they get. And Genial beats Duricadis. All they were able to do is get a few shots in the spray. So the op wins out there, 3 versus 3. It's going to be so difficult still. An op low HP on a retake is not what you want to have.
You know, that no-scope coming in, really helping that CT side out to get them into that A side. But now 2 players falling. Genial taking out that player in Ninja, and now M4. It's all down to him hitting that player on the defuse and now getting him, and now it's a 1v1 from M4. All he has to do is get the headshot and he hits it, and there you have it. 3 players taken out by M4. What a clutch from him.
Yeah, it's the everyone walking in and doing the same thing. The op just trying to hold palace there gets taken out, 10 HP. But the 2 of them, you know, it's you just throw down the smoke, go for the ninja, gets taken out. The same thing happens to the last person, just going a little bit, you know, just panic. You know, you're running out of time. You try to go for something here. You don't want to try to chase for a kill that you might not get, so you try to go for the defuse. Going to be costly for Trinity here, and a saving grace for UCC. That round was looking difficult. Once Duricadis gets taken out by a no-scope op, you don't expect it, and this time the scout is going to be a saving grace to start it off. Gets a wall bang headshot. Mimi gets one for themselves as well. M4 savior of last round, and saving a little bit here, gets the first kill onto Genial for UCC at least.
Now Kai opening up A side, but Anime Women Aren't Real is there to trade him out, sitting in that sandwich position now, and M4 is up against him, but the timing is not on his side. He throws the flash, but it's just the timing isn't great there.
Yeah, he's already starting to peek around. And once you hear that flash bounce off the wall especially, that is really just your go button. And now it's just going to be Chad alone. Maybe an opportunity to do something here, but no matter what, it's going to be difficult. Anime Women Aren't Real aren't going to catch him, actually. Peeking a little bit around Tetris, so if the timing is right, he could do it smoke. Going to start him off, though. He is just going to try to get the plant on it. I kind of respect it, though. It is misplaced. Doesn't get it deep enough, and so Anime Women Aren't Real can just get the headshot. Probably Spam would have done the same there, but just leaves him so open, so vulnerable to taking the death. And they are going to get to double digits here, Trinity. It's really back and forth now in the second half. Both teams really fighting it out. The pistol was dominant by UCC, and they were able to get the next few. But from here on out, it has been back and forth. This is the first real opportunity for Trinity to double up, get it 2 rounds in a row, build up a lead, and try to get to 11, try to get closer to that match point without letting UCC fight back.
Yeah, and I feel like every time we say that, the pistols come out on top anyway. Doesn't matter which team, it just happens. The deagle headshots come in, and it doesn't matter what right. I repeat it once more, but it looks like 3 players will be taken out by that spray, and all 5 actually. So no kills from UCC side, not a great eco, no plant, no eliminations. So it'll be 11 for Trinity now, and UCC still holding strong. I think they got the money now for that buy-up. They do have 8 rounds on the board, so if they just do a little bit of a kick in the Trinity economy, then they can get back up to those 11 rounds themselves.
Yeah, they need to, at the very least, this needs to be where a full comeback needs to begin, no matter what. Duricadis is going to go a little bit quick here. Asphyxia was ready for that push. Anime Women Aren't Real is going to get one as well before getting taken out by Kai. So still advantage here now for the side of Trinity here. That a window nade for the smoke does not work out. And they're going to start falling here. The lack of mid control means M4 is able to get that kill, and Genial's not able to pick it up either. So turning a 4v3 into a 3v2.
Yeah,
they have an opportunity.
Yeah, it looks like a really great opportunity for UCC to bring it back here. And now these 2 players are spread out, both pushed in to those away from those sites, one in B apps and one in that ramp position on A. So whichever site they go to, they will have that challenge of not finding any player on site. It will be more of a guessing game where they could be at that point.
Yeah, and just playing it together, playing the 3-man, because even if you lose 1 kill, you have an opportunity to get a refrag here. So gonna lose out on Chad here, but the refrag needs to be instant in order for that to come through. So Kai's is now alone, and Mimi just gonna play it safe and even peeks the barrel position. So they turn that 3v1 on its head there, as they don't even need their teammate. They don't even need Dwarf Lord to do anything as they're rotating in. So really good hold, strong there, taking a proactive position and getting the double to start it off.
Yeah, no, that trade really needed to come in straight away. Those players, M4 did turn into apps and try to take that player down, but just not being able to connect those headshots. All the bullets went through the window there, so none of them were actually clean into the head in any way. So just the damage reduction not enough to take that player out. And now Asphyxia taking out Dirkadis, not being able, and that molly, those nades as well, that utility just really kicking UCC down. And now it's all down to Chad, 4 versus 1.
Oh, and that nade starts it off just terribly here. Trying to stay alive, trying to do something here, but everything's up against them. They get the first kill, but the flank comes in. Anime Women Aren't Real puts the nail in the coffin, and the bullets into Chad as 13-8 goes through for Trinity there. It was just that last saving grace, you know, you call a B-rush. That's all they have. There's no more cards left in the deck for them to play, so they go for the simple one, and it doesn't work out, giving Trinity the first map win, 1-0 now, and they win their map pick.
Yeah, no, it was very strong from both teams, and they were going head to head, very, very kind of all the way through the map really. But just that economy hit UCC very strongly. They weren't able to get that full buy. Dirkadis wasn't able to get that up in his hands. Only AKs with them, so it was very well played by them. They did bring it down to 4v2s and 3v2s for themselves, but just the positioning from those Trinity players, just not expecting it. That apps play in that 3v1 basically, because Dwarf Lord wasn't seen anywhere. He was still on A side, so very strong from Trinity there. And I think they're fighting very well, both teams there.
Yeah, definitely. I think I have to give it to both of them for how well they played on Mirage. But going into the second one, we are going to see UCC able to go onto their map pick of Ancient, with Trinity starting on the CT side. But I think before we go into that, we are going to take maybe a short little break while we get all the players in, and we take just a moment to get ready for our second map. So we will be back in a moment. Hello, everyone, and we are back with map number 2 here of our best of 3 of Trinity versus UCC. We had Trinity win the first map of Mirage, and now it is UCC's pick of Ancient here. So we will see, can they bounce back? Can the Netsoc Rebels bring it up? Or will the Trinity squad just clean it up and get themselves a 2-0 into the semis?
Yeah, no, UCC do have a good fighting chance here. They know this map like the back of their hand. We've seen them play in other games, and I think every time they play, their Ancient is played, and then another map. But they do have a really good chance here against Trinity to stay in and play that third map. And now Asphyxia gets tapped by that Glock straight in the head, and now Respawn just running in, taking out that first player on site, opening it up. CDs are smoked off, the plant's gonna go down. Dwarf Lord traded out by Respawn trades out and gets Dwarf Lord, and now 4 versus 3. Again, one tap comes in from Durkis, 2, and now 3. 2 headshots and a few body shots and to end the round for them.
Yeah, you got 20 bullets, you may as well use them all. They make it fairly simple there, just focusing their sights on B, hitting some nice dinks early on. Kai's may have gotten taken out in mid, you know, he's trying to catch the lurk and he doesn't quite get the shots off, but that at least gives them time to frag it back there. So clean way to start it off. They have a T-side plan and they've executed it so far. So they're going to get their weapons out and they're going to have a nice chance here. 2 MAC-10s, a Tech 9 and AKs, you know, a balanced bit of buy here, trying to get something here as they're just going to sprint their way in. Kai's with a MAC-10 donut player out of the way, gets that money in the bank. And they're going to try to get straight up to 2-0 here. Don't let Trinity get even a good start going on, as Mimi going to get 1 before being taken out. So at least they get 1 on the board, but 2 rounds is looking like an inevitability for UCC with just 1 player and a USP left.
Yeah, well played from Kiter as well, running into... Is there Zeus again?
Yeah, there's a Zeus in the hands of Asphyxia, so anything could happen here. I've lost my hope a bit though.
Yeah, after those shots from Hope players, it's not looking great right now.
Oh, the bait-in though!
It's all planned. It's all planned here.
It really is. The Zeus gets him on the board. Still though, it's only the MAC-10, so it's not the biggest loss. But still, you know, you get a little bit. There's a mental game being played when you have a Zeus in hand.
Yeah, and we can say that Asphyxia was missing on purpose.
It's tactical baiting.
Yeah, just to hold the dignity there. We don't know. Maybe both players were baiting, you know, just to show a bit of content. But
yeah,
usually when people was baiting.
Usually when they say trigger discipline, it's like you wait to shoot before doing it. No, they purposefully miss.
so that he can bait them into that.
Yeah, so they can get the Zeus coming in. Exactly. He's on a whole different level than us. He's thinking 3 steps ahead here. But now they are gonna actually be able to get a buyout. There is that MAC-10 in play, but right now it's not coming in. Mimi and Asphyxia are gonna get taken out. He swaps it over. Dwarf Lord is gonna be the one to have it in hand on B. So maybe if they come a bit too close and he gets an initial dink, there could be a moment here where they just get a lot of damage sent through very quickly. But against so many AKs, it's going to be difficult. 1 in the chamber, though. I don't think Chad had head armor. I think they were coasting off of initial armor and not going to get it. So, going to make it difficult here, but 2 M4 kills as well. They make it expensive for the UCC side. Still, 3 rounds on the board is the important fact.
Exactly. And Trinity had a Negev in play as well on Anime Women Aren't Real. And he was holding A side alone. So if UCC decided to go A, I think it was a good pick from them to go to B, because that Negev would have been very dangerous pushing main, and just that wall of bullets holding you back there.
I think they're just opening cases. They've opened like several cases in this game. They've got a few purples though, so can't be too mad.
Yeah, he's you know, he's waiting for that gold and just the stream highlight to come out with that.
Exactly. So, you know, they gotta. It's gonna be a nice. You have to win the round and then you get a 1v5 ace clutch. Open a case and it's like a skeleton knife.
Fade,
And then
minimal wear, 3 zeros on it as well.
Yeah, but just try to make it as much as possible. But starting it off here, it is just going to be Deagles and an M4. And starting it off, they are going to get an initial headshot. It is the lurk player on A though, so at the very least, it's a B side free. But now they can wrap around here, and these rifles could overwhelm very easily. Kai's with that Mac 10 gets one, but not before being taken out through the smoke.
No, they can't retrieve an AK here, which is good. Those T players did run back and try to leave those AKs far ahead, but now 4 players pushed up, 1 taken out, but 3 against 1. Just trade comes in after trade, and that 2-man advantage really helping out Trinity Ducks here.
Yeah, getting that opening and just it's making it so that the rotates come in absolutely free there made it so nice. If they left the lurk alive, it could have been an opportunity for a flank there, but getting him instantly, taking that weapon out, getting the advantage there, getting themselves to a 3-1. They're starting off a similar way to the way Trinity did, trying to set themselves in a great position here. But Trinity, they're able to keep themselves alive. Obviously, we can see already just from these plays, from how they've been going, UCC have a lot more comfortability coming out on this map, throwing their initial smokes, throwing it in. They are going to lose out on that first initial kill over in mid though, so the CTs can have a nice moment of advantage here as they keep control.
Yeah, and we can see the AWP in the hands of Dwarf Lord as well, so a good bit of money put down from the bank into this round. And if it doesn't go the way of Trinity here, but as I say that, Genial pushing out and getting Chad off guard, being able to pick up that AK. And now Genial taken out from Cave because Mimi did not clear that properly, but traded out again, and now spraying through the smoke. M4 gets the kill on that boost, and just again trade after trade. It's a 2v1 for respawn, and we've seen how well he can hit headshots. So this might be very doable for him, but Anime Women aren't real, playing very up close, and just Respawn not expecting that peak from there.
Yeah, going for a bit of a deeper flash to try to clear that out. It seemed a lot more dire, I think, for UCC there. It looked like they would have been trampled there. They get some good trades, but it's not enough to bring back around there. So second round on the table for Trinity, able to rebuy up. Everything's still going fine and dandy for them. And now the UCC squad, they have nothing for themselves, really. They are going to purchase up these Deagles, try to get something here, try to keep maybe one player up a bit for an AWP. But overall, this does look like it's a great opportunity for Trinity to try to even up the scoreline, get themselves to a 3-3, try to win out this best of 3 in 2, and open it up by taking out these pistols.
Yeah, M4 taken down in that fight with the M4 to 6 HP, so really not a lot to work with for him, and he does have the bomb as well, solo over to that B position, but now that's moved over, and M4, will he be able to get at least one player here? Will they check this? And they do. They pre-fired it as well, and now it's just all falling apart for the UCC side here.
Yeah, that's an insane place to pre-fire here, but they get it done. They get that kill. Kai's gets taken out by the AWP here, and it's just Chad now. P250 looking for something, but it is going to be flawless and clean for this side of Trinity. 3-3 on the board, money in the bank, and they're trying to set a similar stage that they did on Mirage, trying to set the tone early to get themselves up. They had an 8-4 on the TC side, and they're just trying to keep a strong set of rounds going once again here, as it's going to look fairly simple as their money's doing great, and UCC have spent it all on this round.
Yeah, we can see an AWP in the hands of Kai now, so is able to trade out Respawn with that AWP now. So I think a good investment from the UCC side there, but Asphyxia being able to corner Darkus here in mid just not checking that short position. And now the cave lurk will come out, and they can M4 taken out here by Genial, and again 4 versus 2. It's not looking great for the UCC side, and as you said, all the money's been put down on this round. So it is looking like it's going to be another save round again.
Yeah, it does seem like it might have to be that way, especially with Chad falling as well. But Kai's is going to peek out. It gets one, takes a nice little bit of damage there. Asphyxia quick with the draw, but just the rifle, not able to finish off the kill. 1 versus 3 now, 45 seconds. There's still a nice bit of clock left to count down, but it feels still like too much. The bomb isn't in his hands. He doesn't have control of anywhere here, and he's just trying to survive. Genial could get the timing and will get the headshot there to clean it up. They can get a second op if they want. A little bit of questions there, looking back and forth, but I think 2 AKs and an op is probably the better position to sit in. Leave Dwarf Lord on that big green gun and leave the rest with the one-shot headshot AKs.
Yeah, no, I think the 2 ops, they don't want to try what UCC did try on the Mirage map, where they did pick up that second op, but it really didn't work out for them. They did get another kill, an extra kill, but those rifles would have came in much better in those positions that they got into in those late round plays. And that nade gonna deal huge damage onto 2 players, respawn down to half HP, and now just pushing into that B side, trying to take out those players, get that bomb plant down for the money. But it's falling apart very quickly, not being able to pick out one, and now Turkus with the team kill as well.
Double kill.
Double kill. 2 bullets, 2 kills.
Yeah, at least he gets the kill. It would have been so much worse if he killed his teammate and then just died anyways. So at least he trades out his own kill, his own team kill there. And it might not have been a great success in terms of kills, but they do get the plant. They get an $800 cash infusion for each of them. So not a complete loss. I see the 2 of them have bought ops and they're looking in each other's eyes, contemplating there. But yeah, it is just going to be 1 player buying the op on M4 this time round. So switching it up on who's having it. 5-3 now, and this is when it's really settling in as we get into the last third of this T side of them. They need to figure out exactly how they want to keep this going, how they want to sustain it, how to not throw away these next 4 rounds. And starting it off slow, but so much control taken by the Trinity side, taking cave and mid and holding up close.
Yeah, I think the positions are really good, but what is important for that UCC side is to get that timing correct. They do know where one of those players is spraying down from. Now, will Respawn get the correct timing on Mimi? He is held by that smoke, and that flash came in a bit too early because that would have helped him, and now Respawn being able to trade out Darkus and Chad getting a kill as well on Genial, and now 4 versus 2. It is looking good for UCC here, but now player taken out, and it's now evened out again.
Yeah, and it's slowly just falling apart more and more and more. M4 gets another one, so it makes it an advantage in terms of players as well, and Kai's doesn't get hit by a single bullet there to end it off either. If Anime Women Aren't Real gets something there could be a room to get around. But UCC, they take themselves up, they stop this lead from garnering, so they get the 5 in a row streak is broken, and only a 1 round deficit. So winning that pistol, the second and the third round, does get them a really good opportunity here. It gave them that leeway to lose out a couple of these rounds without it being too costly. Trinity, they are going to buy up completely here, but 2 ops is going to put them in a hole of economy, especially if they lose this.
Oh, if they do lose it out, the money will not be looking good at all. There is 4K on Anime Girls Aren't Real, but it will be looking very bad if they do even get taken out by these UCC players. And now M4 left all alone with that op. 5 versus 1, not being able to hit a single shot, and Trinity get a flawless round, so no money lost from them. So looking very good after that round.
Yeah,
They
it
double
doesn't
up as
matter.
well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much you spend if you just get the round flawlessly anyways. So it's going to be nice for them. Going to get to 6 at the very least. No matter what, they ain't losing the half. It is a technical timeout, actually. So see exactly what it is going on here. They picked up a third op, I'd like to know.
I was going to say as well.
But they're trying to throw it out of the map. I'm watching Genial fail to get this op. Just throwing off.
Yeah, he requires a jump for this, and you can't jump in the buy phase. So I think that's the problem there. But he's not giving up.
He's still like he's like, I think he knows that fact as well. But he's just gonna keep trying. Oh, he's decided that maybe. Oh no,
no. Got to rest the arms a little. I think he realized that if he flips it correctly, like see, he gets caught on the edge. So maybe if he just flips the opposite way and not back to him.
He's trying his best here, but we are waiting for. Oh, that was a close one. But we are waiting to see exactly what is to be sorted here now for the UCC side. Waiting along. So just going to be waiting for that. Hopefully it won't be too much longer. It is going to be unpausing now. Genial, you will soon be. Oh, he got the bounce. Dude, it's hiding in the bush as well. Like there's even if you get into CT, you're not checking that spot. You're not checking. No one's expecting it in the bush.
Wall. Without a gun as well for it to pick it up. For you to pick it up.
The most hype moment in the whole series is watching Genial spend a whole minute throwing an op at a wall. But they are going to open it up straight away. They're not breaking the pace. They get that round out nicely, and they're going to keep up with this nice bit of proactivity. They're going to take mid once again here. They're keeping it simple, you know, double mollying, throwing a deep smoke, getting someone up to these boxes, getting someone up against the cave.
Yeah, it looked like Respawn was going to push out into cave for a second, and it would have been a really great play from him, but now Respawn takes out Asphyxia, but Mimi getting 2, and now M4 there to trade it out. So 3v3, B is left with 1 player, and now another player setting up mid with that op, and then 1 player B. So it's really an open table for them here. Chad getting caught out by that op, just barely on that timing as well.
Yeah, and they do have a player pushed up really far. Even if these kills weren't flowing, we have 1 player pushed up through B main. Is gonna try to get through Donut to try to get something here maybe, but 40 seconds on the clock. Does have the bomb, does only have 40 HP though, so it is just a question of picking your poison and where you want to go here, and just committing to whichever fight you want to take. Every moment is going to tick down. It's going to be that much harder, but 1 kill and it forces the CTs to scramble here. Dwarf Lord is going to need to be ready, and they do miss the initial shot. They don't get taken out. So it is going to be A, but that means Anime Women Aren't Real is going to be set in a position to try to take it back. Bomb gets pulled out for a second. That quick switch gets absolutely destroyed there. So 7 on the board for Trinity. The Quacks are in a position to get the exact same half score they got last game on Mirage. But the UCC side, at the very least, they have enough money on hand to go for another buy here.
Yeah, no, just that quick switch to the bomb. Just punishing M4 there, not checking that common position that the CTs play in, and just the timing was not in his favor at all there. And now that push through the molly not working out. Asphyxia getting Chad as well after the player falls and then gets traded out as well with that molly. Mimi falling, but now 4 versus 3, and it looks like the lurk will help Trinity here, taking 1. They know where the last player is, and now, or they don't actually. I thought Genial did see the second player in there, and now he will just tap him in the head to finish out the half.
Yeah, they make that one look very simple, very easy there. Able to clean it up there and get themselves 8-4 once again. This time switching over from the CT side, so might be a bit different case. It depends how well they can start to get these pushes going, how well UCC are going to set their holds up. But the pistol, anything can happen here. All your protocols can go out the window with a single headshot.
Yeah, it just all depends on how well you do actually click heads in these pistol rounds, and it can set the tone for the rest of the half, or at least the next 2-3 rounds. And it looks like they are going to be leaving the player with the bomb close to mid, and for 40s going towards that ramp and cave position.
Yeah, just going to be trying to set up a position for themselves. UCC are playing it very simple here. They're playing a passive approach, not trying to fight anything right now. Just playing 2 to mid, but actually going to lose a lot of HP on M4 there. Gets shot down in red room, but Genial isn't able to convert that kill. So an opening doesn't set in, but Anime Women aren't real. Going to clear B. The defender gets taken out, and it's just a cave player alone, and they are going to be thrown as well as Chad gets taken. Kais brings it to 3v3, but the round is open and the bomb is planted.
Yeah, no defuse kit on the CT side either, so they do need to get these kills to be able to get that bomb out and defuse. And now Mimi missing the shots, but M4 coming in with 2, and Respawn just not being able to connect that last shot. 7 HP is
the
all
aim
that
punch
he had left. Yeah.
That he gets it hit with the Glock headshot. Doesn't get killed, but you hit that lack of armor aim punch, so the bullets fall astray. That's huge though for Trinity here, trying to close it out, trying to do it cleanly as well, get themselves to the semi-final, and that is going to be so huge for doing that, because unless some amazing shots can be hit, especially with just one deagle on M4, it should be double digits now for Trinity.
And they wait for those 2 nades as well, and now one player taken out. That nade won't do a lot of damage, and it looks like all this 3 of the CDs will be setting up on B now, but it doesn't matter against these guns, because it's Mac 10s and an AK against pistol. That's all they have. And now one shot connects, but just the second one doesn't connect. 17 HP left on Anime Women aren't real, and they go through a flawless round once more.
Yeah, so clean double digits, not an issue there on the second round of the half. Now is when UCC can at least put up some resistance. It's going to be a bit of a scuffed one. They're not able to save up too much. They don't have the time to build up an economy, so they will pull the trigger, bite the bullet, and go for the guns here. Three M4s, a FAMAS, and a Scout is all they're going to have. A little bit of nades, but not too much here, as all their mollies are straight away expended and only a couple of smokes left. These T's are just going to play it simple out and take a bit of mid control, take a bit of B main control, and try to take something here. Aggressive into the donut, though, is going to open it up. Anime Women Aren't Real is going to take out Respawn, and the CTs are going to have to spread so thinly in order to try to close that gap that Mac 10 made.
Yes, 31 HP left on him as well, so all it takes really is one bullet from that M4 to the body, and he will be taken out. And now it looks like 3 of the players will be going into A2 for main, and now Kai caught off with knife in hand. Just the timing really not in UCC's favor this game.
No, and M4 is going to have the Scout. I think they were looking for maybe to recover the weapon here, but it most likely will need to be a save if they want to do anything here, unless some kind of opening is gifted to them. But the timing is not going to be there. So pulling back, going to take themselves back over to the B side, try to stay alive here. If they can keep a couple of rifles in the round, maybe the next round can be more competitive, but this one is all said and done. 11 should be set in for this Trinity side. The Quacks are going to make a statement here on the T side already.
Yeah, and just the setup, how well they set up in mid and in A there was just not giving any room at all to that UCC side.
Yeah, M4. I think that they got the kill on Anime Women. I think because they got a scout tag into or I think it was the low HP. So that scout not going to survive. But at the very least, if losing the scout means you save the M4, you save the FAMAS, I think that's a fair enough trade. The better value weapons stay alive, and that's important here. And they're gonna go for the simple play. They're gonna go for the long con. They're not gonna go for a force. They're not gonna try to gamble to stop the 12th. They're kind of handing a 12th to some extent by not forcing up, but it might still come to fruition for them as they start off with 3. 2 are bounced back by the T's here, but those are recovered weapons as well.
As you say that they might be giving away a 12, they do take out those 3 players. That FAMAS doing the work, that Deagle coming in as well, and now they do have control of the bomb here, so they do really have a fighting chance. And now M4 with that peak, the last player is known and just taken out by that FAMAS, and just M4 and Durkis holding that ramp position flawlessly.
Yeah, they're making it work. In a position there when they only have 2 rifles, they go for aggression with those rifles, try to put them in positions where they can get the kills, and they get such a good opener for that round. They save up 2 AKs as well. They push over to get them. So getting themselves a 5th, preventing that 12th from coming in on an eco does mean they have a lot of money to try to buy up different things here, as they are going to be able to pick up an op now. And they are going to be able to try to see if Kais can do something with it, holding a solo on A with just the donut player for support.
Yeah, now Dirk is in front of 2 players just being taken out, but Respawn getting 1 as well, evening out the score. And Kai now, that A lurk just headshotting him straight out of the round, but now again evened up score, and they know at least 2 players are here pushing that B position, and this utility just coming straight in and just damaging all these players playing back here. And now I just spotted in the smoke, but M4 being able to trade him out, and Chad getting 1 as well. And now that last player left on ramp gets smoked, but it is a little bit of a peak there. Misses the first shot, gets the second, and now it's all down to M4. The knife comes out. They timing, they just missed each other.
Oh my god, well, they do both.
They walked past each other in the smoke, and it looks like this is going to be the 12th round for Trinity.
Yes, Asphyxia there, going so aggressive, going for a push through the smoke, is going to die in the end, but for a 12th, you will take that all the way to the bank there. The M4 starts running there. I think if they don't start running, there's a chance there, but with the time ticking down,
I think, yeah, as well, because they just, I think M4 jumped right before Asphyxia ran into him, and he just bounced off of him to the, you know, a little bit to the side, and just that perfect timing, because they would have stopped on each other, and then both of them would have been like, okay, something's wrong here, I'm stuck, and ramp, there's nothing in ramp to get stuck on, basically, you know. So I think just that perfect timing for both players to run there, just working for them.
Yeah, so Trinity off of the back of that, they are going to try to take it over the line here. Genial does go for the pop flash and not able to be punished. Respawn, the Deagle only hits 1 shot on them. Kais does get another one once again on that A lurk. So they even it out, and a little bit of damage as well onto Genial. But the CTs are still going to be spread very much apart, and M4 gets taken out. That's a huge opening that is thankfully bounced back here. UCC are on the last legs of trying to keep themselves alive in this, and a missed shot by an op is not what you want to see. Bomb down, man advantage. Trinity are setting themselves up for a victory.
That inspect from Kai as well, I think it just blocked the arm of that player in cave to just see him early to be prepared. And now these Genial 50 HP, but will just get the timing of the op looking the completely other way, and Trinity do come out on top here. Now a little bit less of a challenge for them, I think, on this map, 13-5. So a little bit less of a fight from UCC, but very well played by them. They had really good lurks, good rounds from them, and UCC did try to fight back, but just Trinity being able to come out on top here.
Yeah, I think force. I'm not trying to take away any of their players, but I think losing Fnatic might have been a little bit of a difficult one as well. You know, getting used to a different player, trying to keep filling in some of those shoes. So sadly, they weren't able to quite push it over the line themselves on their map pick, but they're still able to play a nice game. They're still able to get a strong performance out. But in the end, it's Trinity winning 2-0 over the Netsoc Rebels. They're going to send themselves to the semifinals, and they're going to be happy doing it. One step closer to the LAN, one step closer to trying to claim what they could not last semester.
Yeah, no, I think Trinity were coming into this game hoping that the UCC side won't kind of put up a huge fight, because they do want to come back and kind of show how well they can play once more, like we've seen in last season's games. They do have a very good fighting chance, but I think the biggest contender will be Setu themselves. As we've seen, they've gone flawlessly. And last time I checked, before the map switch, they were winning against the other Setu team. So they are still going flawlessly, and it looks like they will be the biggest contender for any of the teams really in that semi-final.
Yeah, definitely. And I think just what we have, we're mentioning them, just an update on two of our other quarterfinals have finished out. It was, the Setu team, the undefeated squad, once again, finishing out 2-0 versus their opposing Setu, the Vikings. So they are going to be going to the semifinals. UL versus QUB is still in combat. They're still fighting it out. I think QUB are winning out the second map, but only once one of them gets over the line will it be set. So we will be waiting to see which one of those teams will keep an eye on, keep going through, keep an eye on the challenger mode, keep an eye on the Discord to see if you can see that. And then for our other quarterfinal, was the UCD Leviathans versus the UG Griffins, and the UCD team won it out 2-0, knocking UG out and bringing themselves up into the semifinals, and they are going to be up against our winner today, Trinity. So it will be UCD versus Trinity. Both of the Dublin teams will be facing each other. So no matter what, you're going to have a Dublin final. Whether some of the people want that. There's a lot of Dublin colleges, so it's expected to get one of them into the final. But the fact that at the very least we're not going to get a Dublin final, I think, is nice for the rest of the country, for all of us that are not there.
Yeah, no, exactly. Kurt, as you say that, it looks like QUB just bet UL.
They literally just beat
finished the last round. Yeah, so it does look like Setu will be playing QUB in the semifinals.
Yeah, so that will
yeah, we do know who's playing next week as well, so we'll be choosing the game and updating everyone soon enough anyway. So we'll be streaming one of these teams next week as well.
Yeah, and just to note, the finals will be on LAN for the two teams that do win it out, and before then we will be getting the third place match to see who can, take the bronze and see where it's going. We will be streaming that as well in the downtime between our semis and our finals, so you'll be able to catch that. But for now, I just want to say thank you all for showing up. Thank you to our sponsors. We are Ireland Esports Collegiate Series, powered by Natives, sponsored by Monster Energy, Dogpatch Labs, Reraw, and GG Machines. So thank you for our sponsors here. But just want to say thank you to the teams. Oro Blanco, if you want to say anything before we wrap up a little bit.
I think thanks to all the players for playing and for showing up, for showing a really good game to stream, because I think it was the most balanced one out of them all. Not to put down any teams or any players, but just very strong plays from both teams. So well done to those who did get through and those who didn't. There's always next season as well.
Yeah, so sadly, one of the Setu teams, UL, UG, and UCC, will not be making it any further, but the other Setu, QUB, UCD, and Trinity will be. So hats off to them. Thank you for casting with me. Thank you to Fleming for producing. once again. And thank you to everyone for watching here. But for now, that is going to be us for CS2 this week. We will be back with that semi-final, of course, next week. Tomorrow, we have League of Legends. Friday, we have FIFA. Monday, we are back with more Valorant. And then, which I am also there, so that's the important one. And Oro was on that stream last week, and I'm not gonna mention the fact he lost. I'm not.
We won't talk about it. We won't talk about it.
No. He was. You know, sometimes you get to watch him play. And then on Tuesdays we do have Rocket League. So if you are interested in any of those games, make sure you do check it out, and we will see you next week.